Hello and welcome to the TMC Newsroom. Thanks for watching. My name is Rich Tehrani, coming to you from Interrupt New York 2010. On our program today, Steve Garrison, the VP of Marketing at Force10 Networks. Steve, hi. Welcome.
How you doing, Rich? Good to be here.
Good to have you. So tell me a little bit about what's going on since the last interview, which I believe was in the spring in Las Vegas.
That's right. Well, we're big believers in Interrupt as a platform to get the word out on what we do, Rich, and we also believe in TMC as a platform to get the word out. So we've got a couple of things going on at the show today.
Great. So what is going on?
Well, first, we're launching our channel with you guys, which we're real excited about. And the key word is data center networks. Why? Because we're seeing a lot of customers actually try to learn about the data center. We think switching solutions, that's what we offer as a key enabler in the data center today. So I think it's a win-win. We hope to get a lot of traffic and a lot of eyeballs. Obviously, that's the whole program. But more importantly, we've got a lot of assets that will educate people on our vision and our direction.
So for those people that are interested, you just go to IT for information technology, it.tmcnet.com, and it's Data Center Network, which is a tab on the left-hand side, and you can see it there, and you can bookmark it, get an RSS feed, sign up for alerts, things like that.
Absolutely.
So in terms of the market in the last, let's say 5-6 months since I've seen you, what are you seeing in this space?
Well, we're seeing a new sort of splitting of what the cloud means to people. There's two groups now, clearly. One, private clouds, which we think means building a data center in your own customer prem that is a workload adjustment or agile asset that you can bring applications up or down on. And then the hosting organizations are now being thought more of as a public cloud environment. So private means I want to build it myself in my own environment. Public means I want to outsource. And we sell both the hosting companies as well as enterprises, so we actually like to help both organizations, as you probably can guess. But the key difference is, or the key similarities actually is automation. The more you have virtual machines increasing by number, the more you're trying to increase management hooks into the cloud and enable new ways to provision applications, the more complex this gets. So a lot of our messaging here at the booth and demonstrations around what we call open automation.
Interesting. And so what are customers saying about this message?
Well, they're looking for an alternative to closed proprietary single vendor solutions, obviously, and so by saying open, we present ourselves as a standards-based company that allows them to collaborate and see what's under the hood and learn and work with us as a partner. And then secondly, because we're using Perl and Python as our key tools, people are actually saying, hey, I already know those tools. I already use those tools to provision applications and servers, so I don't have a lot of learning to do, to try and work with Force10 on how to automate the network in response to virtual machines or workload adjustments. And that's been a key trick for us to help customers adopt our technology faster, actually.
Well, I would imagine that those people with web programming expertise would be really happy.
Yes,
right?
Very happy. And we're also, of course, we'll have an SDK API story long term, but a lot of our customers are saying, hey, Steve, I've already got 6 or 7 virtualization companies in here. They're all making me learn new things to use their tools. I'm overloaded, I'm burdened.
Right.
What can you do to shorten that path? And that's where we really did a lot of research. We talked to over 100 customers and found out that Perl and Python were common tools. And so that's how we're actually enabling people to talk to our networking infrastructure and drive us as part of an orchestrated collection of assets that are helping to, again, move a workload, change the scale of that workload, or actually as part of a DR or HA failover event as well.
Now, what are your thoughts on the market consolidation that we're seeing, which is, I mean, it's been phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's huge.
It's just a phase, right? In 5 years, I'm sure we'll have big companies breaking up into small companies and startups popping up all over the place. So this is a consolidation phase. I think we're still having challenges around how fast is the market recovering, is it recovering? And so people are looking for partnerships, and those partnerships sometimes lead to a consolidation event.
Sure.
But for us, it helps us look smart because we are one of the, in fact, I think we are really the only pure play switching and routing company left on the planet that actually is proud to say that. And we're not trying to overcomplicate our message. If you want a great switching and routing platform, if you want it to be automatable and play into a workload adjustment or an agile data center, dynamic data center type message, we're here for you, and we really believe that we're doing the best we can at that.
Now, in terms of the benefits and I guess the liabilities of being a single, having a single focus, some of the benefits would be that your company is able to improve that product without having to worry about other products that might get in the way or impede that, that particular product. And the downside potentially is that multiple boxes need to be brought into a data center. So you've got to You've got the argument of I want best of breed solutions,
Right.
which is traditionally
Yes.
what you think of when you have a single source vendor.
Absolutely.
Or an integrated solution, which quite often, and I don't want to speak for you, so what are the differences
Right.
between those two scenarios?
Yeah, well, we obviously are a best of breed standards-based solution provider, meaning we go to our channel and our integrator partners and who sell, for example, EqualLogic or Isoline or Blue Arc or Panassa solutions. Those are all iSCSI storage solutions, and they bundle us as a pair. Or we go in with partner with some of our load balancer application acceleration partners in their channel and say, hey, you need both parts of the data center, here you can buy that. So we use that as a way to build a channel around us, either integration partners or just standard value-added resellers and distribution. But the real answer is, Rich, that we're selling to the high end, and people in our space, we're talking to portals, we're talking to hosting companies, we're talking to Fortune 500 organizations where we've already sold, for example, the New York Stock Exchange's new platform is partly built on Force10. These people want best of breed, they want to help put the solution together, they want to understand what's inside the engine and be able to change it on the weekend. They don't take it to the oil and lube guy down the street and pay him 20 bucks, they change the oil themselves. And that means an open and standards-based solution is more in favor with the high end. Our challenge is to get the high end to be more public that they've adopted us.
Sure.
And that's one of the issues we have because we're so strategic to some of our partners or customers that they don't want to say that. That's why I'm proud to say New York Stock Exchange has been very public and helpful for us on that level. And then the second issue is we see long term that the mid-market is going to have these same pain points that the high end seeing today. Most mid-market customers I talk to maybe have 20, 40, 50 virtual machines. But when they start to get to 500 or 1,000 virtual machines in 3 to 5 years, they're going to probably start to recognize they need more orchestration or provisioning tools that help them manage and visualize that environment, and we'll be there for them.
That's great. So final question, what's next?
Sure.
What's any new things we should know about?
We've got such a fantastic pipeline of product, Rich. I'd bore you to death, but almost every month
I don't know about that.
Well, maybe, but first of all, it'll be on the TMC Data Center Network channel, and we're going to leverage that platform to help announce those products. But basically one product a month is being announced for the next 6 months. We really are pushing hard on the data center, and we're really getting a lot of momentum out of what we've done over the last 2 years to rethink where the data center is going, change our story a bit to move more towards this automation play, if you will, as an enabler and a differentiator. And the market's really picking up in a big way around us, and we think we're on the right path to do that and gets a lot of momentum.
Keep up the good work. Thanks for being on the
Thanks a lot,
program,
Rich.
and
Great to
we'll
be
talk
here.
soon.
Thank you.